Hello, Richie B here, and welcome to a new segment I'm trying out called Hidden Gems. And today I'm going to start with a movie that's kind of a favorite of mine called The Gun in Betty Lou's Handbag. And it stars the wonderful Penelope Ann Miller, who was also in quite a few movies in that time period. This movie came out in 1992, and in that time period, she had she was in Kindergarten Cop. She was in a great movie called Other People's Money. She was in Awakenings with Robin Williams. And she was in another hidden gem called You're the Comet. Most people don't know that movie, but it was really wonderful. And she was also in Carlito's Way. She played the girlfriend who was a stripper. But let's just get into the movie. It's a comedy, but the director did something very smart. He started the movie out with a very dark tone. This helps contrast the lighter tones of the comedy. In fact, even on the box it says screwball comedy, but it's actually a mixture of some very dark themes as well as some very light comedy. And so let's just take a look. The bad guy you'll be seeing, named Bodine, is played by William Forsythe. It's hard to say. So it's hard for me to say. You could probably say it easy. So let's just take a look at the opening, right during the opening credits. Let's take a look at how the movie establishes itself.
Billy, greetings and good tidings. I trust you remember Dell from our facility in St. Louis? Guess who Dell just ran into?
This guy comes into my place to buy a passport. His name is Lansing, and I'm thinking this guy looks a lot like Joe Tetzelli.
He was incognito at the time.
Did you give him a passport?
Yeah, I did do that, but...
Well, it's understandable. Billy was wearing a wig at the time. I mean, we still got a line on the man.
Yeah, I almost had him for you, Billy. Now, I got 6 guys out right now, and they're combing...
Almost. Why is it always almost?
So after the movie sets the dark tone, we get introduced to the lead character, Betty Lou Perkins, and we see 3 situations. First, let's take a look at the library.
And then the dark clouds came. And then what happened? Thunder! Lightning!
Is a library. Now, shh. Libraries are for reading. Now, I want each one of you to take a book.
Mrs. Armstrong, they can't read.
They'll learn. I want you to sit here quietly for 10 minutes. Story hour is almost over. Then your parents will come and they'll pick you up. Betty Lou, can I speak to you for a moment?
Sit quietly, please. I'll be back soon.
Whatever can you be thinking of? You got them all wound up.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Armstrong. I was just trying to engage them with the material.
Oh, really?
Well, Thomas Carlyle said the best effect of any book is to excite the reader to self-activity.
That man clearly never ran a library. My dear, between you and me, the best effect of any book is that it be returned unmutilated to its shelf. Now, you had something you wanted to show me? Well, look at this office. What's this?
Oh, the new books. I was thinking about putting them on display at the fundraiser.
Books near finger foods? That's asking for trouble. I'd rather you take them right back to my office, dear. And then maybe you could start cleaning up this mess tonight.
Oh, but it's Alex and my anniversary. I'd planned a special dinner for him. But I haven't had a chance to drop these flyers off yet.
Flyers are lovely, dear, but they really aren't necessary. We've got a solid guest list. If we have 20 or 30 people, I say success.
But imagine if we could get 100.
Terrifying. Now, don't forget the books, dear.
Now, as you can see at the library, her ideas aren't taken seriously. Now let's take a look at Betty Lou at the supermarket.
That'll be $55.25.
Oh. Oh, I have a coupon for the dog food.
Too late. I already rung it up.
Oh, but I
See, you're supposed to give me the coupons before I ring. There you go.
Oh, all right.
Excuse me, you're supposed to give a customer courtesy. The lady has a coupon, so read it again.
Our policy is coupons first or no discounts.
Oh, it's all right.
No, you have a coupon, therefore a legal right to a discount. Trust me, I'm a lawyer. Look, lady, you want to get your manager down here? Because I'll bet you he'll ring it again. He probably doesn't like lawsuits.
All right. Here's your quarter. Take it.
Oh, thank you.
So what the supermarket scene does is it establishes that Betty Lou doesn't stand up for herself. It also serves to introduce Alfre Witter's character, who's a lawyer. And she is really wonderful in this movie. Okay, so after that, we get to see Betty Lou at home. Let's take a look.
Thanks for you, Alex. I hope you like your present this year because it's non-returnable. It's something you wear. Only you don't wear it, I do. You're right, Scarlett. I shouldn't tell him about it. I should just surprise him. Hello, Perkins residence.
Hey, Lou, it's me. Listen, I'm not gonna make dinner tonight. I'm really sorry.
Oh.
You there?
We planned this. This is our anniversary.
Yeah, honey, I know, but I've got something very key going on here, okay?
Here you go, Alex.
Hey, why can't we celebrate tomorrow? What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you read Gone with the Wind again tonight? Like this time the South will win.
Well, that's very funny, Alex. I worked hard.
Yeah, I know. Listen, this is big, okay? Trust me on this one. I gotta run. Say you love me.
Love you. Well, Scarlett.
Now what we see from this scene, Betty Lou at home, is that her husband takes her for granted. He's not portrayed as a bad guy, but he just doesn't, he doesn't listen to her. She wants somebody to listen to her, take her serious, and he just doesn't do that. So after the movie establishes Betty Lou's character, we go back to a slightly darker theme, and we see a murder. There's a bad guy, Bodine, who's looking for an informant, somebody that's going to turn state's evidence. And he is having an affair with one of the local women who's married to a used car salesman. And, well, let's just take a look at the scene.
Ow! Ow, it hurts!
Nice soup, Bob.
Hey, look, no.
It's a massacre. What a killing at 4,500.
Ow! Ow! Ow, it hurts!
Now this scene is very important because it establishes the next scene. This is where Betty Lou finds the murder weapon. So what's so great about this scene is you can see Betty Lou wanting to give the murder weapon to her husband because she thinks if she gives it to her husband, he will start paying attention to her and maybe take her seriously. So let's watch the scene.
Scarlett, would you get off? Come on, get off of me. Did you train this dog or something?
Look at this. Officer Perkins said sorry, no comment at this time, huh?
Oh, witty.
And what could I say? The guy was dead, right?
Lucky you.
You know, I can't even remember the last real homicide in this town.
1981, Sherman Cook.
Do you remember my shirts?
Oh, damn.
Oh, Betty Lou, you're incredible. This is my last shirt. You know, if something's completely irrelevant, you remember it for life, but something relevant to our lives, like my having a clean shirt to wear for work.
Well, Margaret wanted me to stay late and clean.
Well, Betty Lou, learn to say no, okay? It's not that difficult. N-O, no.
Pick up your own damn shirts. You know, you're incredible, Scarlett. If something is irrelevant, you bark at it for life. Scarlett, what is it? What is it? What are you barking at? Oh, watch it, watch it. Oh, careful. Oh, good dog. Oh. Daddy's gonna be proud.
Unfortunately, she gets interrupted by her sister, and this is where you start to see Betty Lou start to break down. All these events are starting to take their toll, and so let's just watch this. This scene right here, and a scene a little bit later on in the movie are so well done. It just starts to move faster and faster. So let's just watch the scene.
You boys got work to do, don't you?
Look, I said I'll call you back. No, I'll call you back.
Alex, I have to talk to you right now.
What you doing? Calling your boyfriend?
Eleanor, please. I'm really upset right now.
I'm just kidding. Hey, let's go shopping. That'll cheer you up.
No, I have to go
I
to
don't
the
know why you
station.
insist on wearing all these frumpy things.
Carla, we need to see. The fundraiser is here for tomorrow.
No, I need to
Hey, Lou, we need to talk menu.
Okay, I can't
Menu. Honey, you look peaked. Are you okay? Oh, that jerk Alex just hung up on her.
Oh, just call him up and give him a piece of your
I know,
mind.
I
Remember
will.
when he
I'm
used to
going
hang
to
up on me
see
and then I
right
hung up
now.
on him for good? Remember how strong
I was thinking about, men don't get the whole idea of a phone. Remember that CPA I told you about? I was just talking to Betty Lou about. Hey, Lou, I was thinking about those tiny little ribs. You know, those tiny little ribs I served with Mike and I really have nice. No, I was Mexican.
It's a fundraiser, not a fashion show. Oh, my God. Oh, please, please, just keep chatting, everyone. I'm only holding a lethal firearm. Yeah. Shut up. Shut up, all of you. Shut up, Eleanor. Shut up, Mrs. Armstrong. Shut up, Alex!
Now we get to the point of the movie where Betty Lou takes control of her life and makes a decision. It's not a great decision, but it's great for the movie. So let's just take a look at the scene, and again, just like the last scene, this scene is very well done, and you can just see the wheels turning behind the eyes of Betty Lou.
Is this a gun?
Yeah, you know, you really put me in some kind
This
of
is a
spot
22
here.
Ruger. There's got to be a million guns just like this.
Not around here, there's not. Now, before we start an official interrogation...
Interrogate? It's my wife you're talking about.
Well, your wife had the gun.
Had a gun, not the gun.
How about a nice hot cup of coffee?
See, Kirk, I'm here to tell you that Betty Lou is not violent.
Eleanor, this is police business.
Blood is thicker than one she promised.
Here, now,
What
calm
is that
down,
supposed to
everybody.
be?
I want to handle this.
Right, Betty Lou?
Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Calm down. Everybody shut up.
What's the problem? Just ask us what's that cup of coffee. Some sugar in the coffee, some cream in the coffee. Maybe you got some honey down there.
Quiet! Bunch of Chinese chickens, God! My God, I haven't seen so much noise in my life. You, come over here, I want to talk to you. Stay here. Now, the problem is, right now, she's the only suspect for the murder of Amos
Come
Lansing.
on, even if it's the same gun, she doesn't have a motive.
No, of course not. I mean, anybody else. You might say they were lovers, but not Betty Lou.
Betty Lou did not have a lover. It's impossible.
Oh, anything's possible.
There's no way on earth Betty Lou had a lover.
Betty Lou, you better tell us what you were doing there, because you know how people talk. I mean, first they'll say that you were lovers, and then that you killed him, and then that you were going to kill yourself. You weren't going to do that, were you?
All right, Eleanor, that's it.
Ow, she's only saying what other people might be thinking.
Oh, look at her. She couldn't kill a fly.
She couldn't kill a germ.
Come on, honey, we're
All right,
going
hold
home.
on, Perkins, and that's an order. You understand? And you stay there. Now, Betty Lou, sweetheart, everybody knows that you're innocent. Alex, all your friends, all of us here know you're innocent. Now, we just need you to tell us that you're innocent, and then you can go on home.
Come on, Lou. Just say it.
Say it.
Just say it, and everything will be just the way it was.
I'm guilty. May I please go to jail now?
Okay. Now, I'm not going to go much further into this movie because I don't want any spoilers. This is just the setup, and it's really done well. The rest of the movie is just an adventure. You know, it takes you along the ride of after Betty Lou decides to claim that she's the murderer, all the things that happen to her, and of course, the bad guy hears about this and thinks she has the evidence that the bad guy was going to turn in. But before we end this, I do want to show one more scene because it has the wonderful Kathy Moriarty in it. And she is the hooker with the heart of gold, and she becomes Betty Lou's mentor when Betty Lou goes to jail. And so let's just watch this scene and watch the wonderfulness of Kathy Moriarty.
So what's your name, sugar?
Oh, Betty Lou Perkins.
Reva Bush. No relation.
Oh.
Anything else you need, Betty Lou?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm fine too. Thank you very much.
Just let me know if anybody bothers you.
Don't worry, we will. So, Betty Lou, what are you in for? A little fender bender get out of hand?
Murder at the Neat Nook.
You serious?
Yes.
Oh my God, the guy in the paper? That was you? Ain't that hot shit, man. That's nice to meet you.
You too.
Okay, break it up. You kids go home.
I mean, honey, you gotta get your story straight. Otherwise, they're gonna hang your ass for this stuff.
Amos wanted me to leave my husband, but I wouldn't.
So he pulled a gun.
Yes. He pulled the gun first from out of his briefcase.
You must have shit bricks.
I was shitting bricks. Maybe I was. Anyway, after he pulls the gun, he says to me, "If I can't have you, no one can." I don't always smoke.
Yeah, I figured that out already.
So, I turned away, and then he grabbed me, twirled me around, and then he kissed me. Hard. Like we both were gonna die in a passionate embrace. And then he pressed his arousal to me. And I could feel his manhood in the metal of his gun against my black silk dress. And so I had no choice. I grabbed the gun and broke free and flew. And then he stumbled after me, and I panicked. My whole life flashed before my eyes, so I pulled the trigger.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Betty, baby, I want to believe you. I really do. I mean, maybe I just don't understand the suburbs, you know? I mean, I'm from back east, and in my neighborhood, when shit like this went down, it has a little different ring to it.
Tell me about it.
About what?
About the shit in your neighborhood.
You got a lifetime?
Till they hang my ass.
Okay, this has been Hidden Gems. If you like, hit like or subscribe. But better yet, go out and get The Gun in Betty Lou's Handbag. It's a wonderful movie, and all you've seen now is just the setup. So there's a whole rest, a whole another hour of movie to go, and it's just wonderful. And if more people would watch this movie, it'd be good. And Penelope Ann Miller is great in this, and there's just a wonderful side characters. So anyway, this is Richie V. This is my new segment, Hidden Gems. And until I see you next time,